Once upon a time, in a faraway kingdom nestled between green hills and sparkling rivers, there lived a kind and prosperous king. The king was blessed with three sons, each brave and strong, but it was his youngest son, Alden, who was known not for his strength or skill in battle, but for his wisdom and gentle heart. While his older brothers spent their days hunting and training with swords, Alden could often be found in the royal library, studying ancient scrolls and seeking the counsel of wise elders. One day, the king grew ill, his health fading with each passing day. The kingdom was overcome with worry, for the king's wisdom had guided them through many years of peace and prosperity. Knowing his time might be short, the king called his three sons to his bedside. "My dear sons," the king said, "the time has come for me to decide who will rule after I am gone. I shall give each of you a task, and the one who proves himself most fit to rule shall inherit the throne." The king handed each of his sons a single gold coin. "With this coin," he said, "you must fill the grand hall of the castle by sundown tomorrow. Return to me when the task is done, and I will judge your efforts." The eldest son, Garrick, left the palace immediately, confident in his strength. He rode to the largest market in the kingdom and bought sacks of straw. "I shall fill the hall with straw," he thought, "for it is light and cheap, and there is plenty of it." By noon the next day, the hall was filled from floor to ceiling with straw, though it was dirty and dusty. The second son, Barrick, believed he could outshine his elder brother with a grander display. He used his coin to buy feathers, thinking they were finer than straw and would impress the king. By the end of the day, the grand hall was filled with soft, white feathers, but they quickly began to float about, making a mess of the room. Finally, it was the youngest son, Alden's turn. He spent the day wandering the village, deep in thought. He bought no straw, nor feathers, nor anything else to fill the hall. As the sun began to set, Alden returned to the castle empty-handed, his brothers mocking him as they showed off their efforts. The grand hall was still filled with feathers when Alden arrived. "What have you brought to fill the hall, Alden?" the king asked, his voice growing weak. Without a word, Alden reached into his pocket and took out the gold coin. He bought a simple candle from a humble merchant, lit it, and placed it in the center of the hall. Instantly, the room filled with the soft, warm glow of light, chasing away the shadows and bringing peace to the room. The light reached every corner, filling the hall in a way neither straw nor feathers could. The king, seeing the wisdom in his youngest son's choice, smiled. "My son," he said, "you have shown that it is not the things of the world that truly fill a kingdom, but the light of wisdom and understanding. You have filled the hall with something far greater than your brothers, something that will guide this kingdom through the darkest of times." And so the king named Alden as his heir. Under Alden's wise and gentle rule, the kingdom flourished for many years to come, and his name was remembered as the wise King Alden, who filled his realm not with riches, but with the light of wisdom.